Welcome to Talking with Fat People. This is my beloved, beautiful, darling Rachel. I'm regular host Eric. And today, if you don't know, is the day of the dot dot dot. You fill in the blank. That's right, it's the Day of the Dead, sometimes known as Dia de los Muertos in the Mexican cultures. I earlier watched a video by Lou about grief. That was a good video. That was a very good video. But, made me think a little bit about grief. I've been feeling kind of uncertain of late, you might say. Emotionally uncertain. Like, am I happy? Am I sad? Am I angry? Am I glad? Am I Reinhardt? Am I Chad? These are the things that sometimes people want to know. There. Now I've got it all fixed up the way I want it. Okay. So, obviously, it seems like underlying all of our everything are our emotions. If you're feeling sad or whatever, then you're not going to be very well equipped to, enjoy life, per se. And yet, for many of us, our emotions are on the unconscious half of our stack, and it can be difficult to know what to do with them, or even when or what exactly we're experiencing them. One of the overarching difficulties with emotions, of course, is their fundamental vagary, their mysteriousness. I slept a lot last night. Rachel reports that during the course of the night, I made sounds consistent with a man having unsettling dreams. So, gotta love FI Polar. I'm feeling something and I don't like it. Yeah, well, that's true. I'm feeling something and I don't like it. But, you know what? It's not that bad. It's like, what I'm feeling is mostly like, well, I don't have any speed. And even when I do have speed, it's like only good for like a day or two. What happened to my fun-loving ways? That's what I feel like. What happened to my fun-loving ways? Well, I think I just gotta get a little bit of natural pep back in me. I got a lot of sleep last night and the night before. I can conceive of myself even getting a lot of sleep again tonight. It's not inconceivable. It's like I don't feel ultra rested, but I do feel kind of overslept. So there's that conundrum to deal with, of course, along with so many, many others. Um, I need to pay the mobile phone bill. And I mean, that's really it as far as big responsibilities that need to be attended to today. But, you know, sometimes a man can be overwhelmed by a general sense of, I guess, ontological drift. I feel like I'm kind of in a state of ontological drift right now. I don't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like I'd like to be a little bit more purposeful in my day-to-day life. Doing this, doing that, doing the other thing. A little more Dewey. I'd like to participate a little bit more in the Dewey Decimal System. The solution is my fourth slot. Well, I mean, I've been doing a lot of fourth slot stuff, right? Sleeping a lot, eating. You might be saying, I need to develop good, consistent habits. Well, Legends Fall, you might be right. Organized conceptually. Well, you might be right about that too.
I feel like I organize conceptually too. Like a lot of what I have to do is in my head rather
Mm-hmm.
than actually doing it.
Yeah, take inventory. You speak wise words, Legends Fall. You sound like the Oracle of Delphi. Can you tell me if I'm gonna win the battle against Sparta? Well, sometimes people tell you things that are true things, but they also sound hard. In those instances, oh, good, Rachel's spelling on herself.
I thought you got that.
You want to see a woman spell things on herself? Watch Rachel for 5 minutes.
Mhm. Especially if I'm wearing something new and fresh.
Bastian Bravo, hello. Taimara Morero, hello. Hola Viejo. Today is the Dia de los Muertos, as they say in Spanish, or the Day of the Dead. So if any of you are dead, double welcome to you. It's your day. But, in honor of Dia de los Muertos, I will give thanks and recognition to my recently deceased mother and father, my much long time ago deceased grandmother, my poor little dead dog Lacey, and all the other animal friends that I've lost over the years.
I do too.
I also give a special shout out to the very recently deceased Grandma McCurgan.
Oh, thanks.
who just died like a week ago or something. Yeah, Rachel's grandmother just died a week ago. There's been a lot of death in the last year or so, including Delilah's grandfather and on her other side, you know, her other grandfather. She lost both her grandfathers and she's one of her grandmothers. So cheers to the dead. To everybody out there, to Rachel, cheers to the dead. This non-alcoholic beer is for you. I also think it's only fair that I transubstantiate a bong rip to the dead. I don't know if I got it in me to transubstantiate a bong rip to each of the dead individually. That would be probably too many transubstantiated bong rips. So I'm going to do a general bong rip for the dead. By the powers vested in me, by the fiery map gas flames of Yale's truth, as archpastor of God's Big Heaven Church and the Yalorian Church, I hereby transubstantiate this bong rip from my lungs to the dead. I can practically hear all the ghosts saying, I really needed a bong rip.
I'm sparking one up for the dead.
Okay, but Rachel's transubstantiating this joint to the dead. So they're not just getting one bong rip, that'd be pretty chancy. So, I might even help her transubstantiate this joint. Mama huevo? Is that mama egg? I don't know what you're referring to.
We had huevos rancheros.
We did.
And they were really good.
Yeah. We went to Ruben's, the Mexican restaurant in town. And we both ordered huevos rancheros for lunch. For brunch. For dinner. It was kind of half brunch, half dinner. Dinner is when you have brunch food between, or breakfast food between lunch and dinner time. Now, if you have breakfast food for dinner, that's called dinekfrist.
Dinekfrist?
Yeah. Brenner is brunch, but it's held after lunch, but before dinner.
We had Brenner.
Yeah, we had Brenner. But dinekfrist is having breakfast foods for dinner. If you go
Dinekfrist?
Yeah, dinekfrist. If you go out to dinner but you order pancakes, you're having dinekfrist.
Oh, that's so good sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Dinekfrist can be a real treat.
I wish that Happy Burger Diner would have dinekfrist because their breakfast is really good.
Hi, Lou. I enjoyed your video on grief a lot. It was revelatory both about grief and about you as an INFJ and how you process 6 slot FI and NI Dom, you know. Well, you, George, you make a not totally invalid point that anytime you break a fast, that can qualify as breakfast. But let's not lie to ourselves. It's not normally used that way. It's normally used to refer to foods including cereal, eggs, bacon, pancakes, hash browns,
Oh my gosh.
waffles.
That sounds so good right now.
Well, we don't really have anywhere we can go to
No.
get the breakfast.
No. Only Don Rubens. No, it's closed today.
It's closed.
Right? Today's Thursday? Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Thursday. It's Thunder Point Thursday.
Yeah, so it's closed. So there, you're right. There isn't anywhere to go.
Of course, you can only get thunder points during thunder and lightning storms. We're having pleasant weather right now.
So
A little too pleasant, really, if you ask me.
A little too pleasant, huh?
Well, I'm just saying I'm ready for some precipitation.
Yeah, I hear you with that. I am too.
You were gonna say?
Does metaphysical SE look like how I was saying, like I can think of all the things that I have to do, but I don't actually do them?
No. I mean, like, when we use that term, we have to be careful about what we mean. Like, if you're talking about physical extroverted intuition, well, you might say it's like me making a little robot out of things or whatever. Metaphysical extroverted sensing then would be an understanding of how to create impacts in terms of storyline by doing certain specific kinds of actions. But it's harder to describe. Regardless, it's a bit of a misleading term that I've used in the past that I don't really talk about that much anymore. To term the function as having a metaphysical or physical aspect. It's really like so when I make that little robot thing, I'm just having an idea that I'm actually executing in a physical way. It's not. There's nothing. The extroverted intuition ends when the extroverted sensing begins. Same thing with the extroverted sensing. It ends when the extroverted intuition begins. There's no way for it to take action metaphysically because it's not that kind of function.
What is it true what Yaya Renea says? I think that would be polar TE, Rachel, about the things that I have to do in my head rather than doing them.
That's just SI.
Yeah.
That's just SI. When you think about things you have to do rather than doing them, that's just SIing instead of SEing. Yeah. And everybody has some degree of SI, even 8th slot, 7th slot. So, yeah, I enjoyed that video. It was informative in lots of ways. I thought it was appropriate for the Dia de los Muertos, too.
I'm thinking about making a salad. Would you like a salad?
I would like a salad, thank you. You're hitting me square where I want to be hit in my 4th slot function.
That's good, that's good.
Salad sounds delicious. It's like I want to have an excess of energy. I want to be full of pep and vigor, vim, vibrato, vibrations, vibrancy, and lots of other things. I can't figure out my type. I think I'm some sort of introverted and intuitive type. Well, maybe you are. What kind of salad do we eat? I think that we have what's called American mix. I think I might have gotten a hearts of romaine this time.
Hi, Sophia.
And then I think we have a bag of salad from before. It's not quite empty. I don't know what kind of salad I'm going to get. We'll find out. We'll find out together. It'll be a pretty exciting reveal. Maybe that long when we discover what kind of salad Eric's going to get. The other thing is, when we went to the store last time, we got not one, but 2 different kinds of croutons. So, of course, some of them are crunchy country croutons, but the other ones are crunchy Italian croutons. So which kind of crouton am I going to get? I don't know. What kind of dressing am I going to get? I don't know. It's a surprise for me too. I know that one dressing that we have possibly to use is Ken's raspberry vinaigrette, which is very good. Oh, we get the bagged lettuce mixes. Hi, Vanessa, please. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? I hope you're doing well. And if you're not, I hope good things happen to make it such that you're doing better. How do you figure out your type, Eric? How do I figure out my type? Or how should you figure out your type? Well, I don't know. What do I look like? A typologist? You could pay me to type you. But if you don't want to do that, I totally understand. I don't really feel like typing you, so that's fine too. Well, and I'm not fond of working, so that makes it unlikely to happen. What's my favorite color? Beige. No thanks, you Jars. That's very crass of you. Very crass. You're not going to get a heart for that, mister. You're going to remove your crassery. The chat has to go up one before we can remove it. It's being blocked by the heart. Yeah. Removing your crassery. Right now. Pow. Removed. You saw Frank James' question poll? Well, I did not see it. Your frowny face may frown all at once, Hugh Jars. But I stand by my decision. You love me, huh, Vanny? Well, thank you. I feel so loved. I think Frank James is an INFJ. Let's go smoke a cigarette. You want to, I want to, we might as well. I heard Rachel talking on the phone earlier with one of her aunts. And she seems to have a few of them. They all sound the same. I cannot tell them apart. No, you sound like you, Rachel. Her aunts all sound like her mom, basically. Your aunts basically all sound like your mom. I think it's fair to call this weather we're having unseasonably mild. It's in the low 70s. You know, it's pretty warm for November here in the low Sierras. Well, you go whatever you want. I never typed the guy, so I can't say for sure. Kitty, leave those birds alone. Capillo, no. Capillo. Uh-uh. I don't want you bothering the woodland friends. Leave them alone. My cat treats my sunflower seed giving it to the woodland friends like I'm chumming the water for her fisherman self, you know? She's over there trying to catch little birds and stuff. I don't want her to. Yeah, I know. I was wrong about that. I since have seen the light regarding that. That was a long time ago, you know. Like all correct people, I'm sometimes wrong and correct myself when I am, you know. If you couldn't find an occasional instance in the past of me being wrong, then I would not be demonstrating the correct path of rightness. Capillo, leave them friends alone. All in all, you're just a murderous cat. What does this taste at on my lips? It's like cool minty taste or something. I wonder if Rachel has some kind of cool minty lip stuff on and got it on this beer and now I have it on my lips. Or if it's just from the bong. Type please is not an assessment, okay? And those are for entertainment only. What are some of the indicators of dominant FE? Um, a lot of awareness and cueing body language wise that they're listening to you. Well, there's a lot of little things, but there's no clear cut indicator that's what you're looking for. That's not how I operate. I look to eliminate certain things. I want to type somebody. You get to see a crow scoop up 3 peanuts. Well, that's a pretty impressive scoop. 3 peanuts in 1 scoop. Did they still have the shells on them? Or were they just the nut part? You know, peanuts are not actually nuts, of course, as I've indicated in the past. Peanuts are legumes. Okay, let's take a look at this delicious salad that I have waiting for me. Oh my goodness. I'm so looking forward to this. Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
I think what you're going to see in a moment is a salad that's going to Harry Pose. That's a very childish joke.
Reminds me of Bart Simpson.
Yeah, it's a very childish joke. This is the salad that I received. I was asked as you were making it, what kind of salad is it? What I call a Rachel special. Looks like I've got raspberry vinaigrette going on here. I really don't see the point if you're just going to run away the whole time.
Hammer him or wrench him or her.
Mm-hmm. How to properly munch on a salad. It's a good title for this video. It's like every other polar. It sucks, but you're not aware of how much it sucks.
Yeah. How did you not know? Social media. LOL.
Well, one of the advantages about understanding cognitive functions is that you can better recognize when somebody's trying to think in your polar and such, you know. That's life advice for INFP males. I don't know, man. I'm not really in the advice giving business. I'm more in the scolding business. Would you like me to scold somebody for something? I could scold you for asking the wrong question. For a professional scolder. Mm-hmm. Well, certainly is one way to project a function bias, you Josh.
FINE INFP. There's this tarot card this tarot card reader who's on YouTube, and she's an INFP. And she talks so much. She like talks so much about like the same thing but in different ways. And she's very soft spoken. I feel like INFPs should never lose that about themselves, that like soft side.
Go ahead, sorry.
No.
My thoughts on the Enneagram are, it's correctly understood as a taxonomy of FI. And as such, it's pretty good. It informs you about how you're going to deal with certain kinds of negative emotions.
Yeah.
But I can't defend it. Wouldn't try to. It's not defensible, but it doesn't mean it's not informative, you know.
No, you wouldn't like this, I don't think.
I think people over attribute stuff to Enneagram. It's properly attributed to cognitive functions, but I do think there's an appropriate amount of stuff that is attributable to Enneagram. But I've obviously finally given in and pronounced Enneagram, rather than how I used to pronounce it, Enneagram. Well, I read the word before I heard anybody say it, so I read it as it's spelled, Enneagram. But I just learned that's not how it's pronounced.
Lou, her name is Avalon Intuitive. Yeah. Battlegrounds work.
Well, I must say, my beloved beautiful angel, that salad was delicious.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. You're welcome.
I mean, I am an intuitive, logical extrovert, but I am an SX. Very obviously an SX. You know, whatever correlations between those two things people are proud of are at best overstated in their strength. You know, that word's entirely arbitrary. Yeah, those things don't really work like that.
Yeah, because I'm SX and I'm not IEE, right?
You're an IEI.
IEI.
Intuitive, ethical introvert. I already did a video about how in my previous pronunciations of Enneagram, how it kept auto captioning it to a Negro. Hello. Hello, Mr. Man Kitty. Wow, that was part of why I stopped pronouncing it that way. You know? Like, okay, I don't want this to auto caption like that, and I certainly don't want to be responsible for fixing the captions myself. So maybe I should pronounce it the normal way. the dead are bustling with rebelliousness today. Hello. What do you want? You want to go outside with me while I smoke a cigarette? Oh, okay, as long as Tupac said so.
I feel like the Enneagram.
Enneagram.
Come on, let's go with Daddy outside.
That's probably also fine. You know. Fine like cheese and wine when you dine. Well, like I said, huge arse, it doesn't work like that. It's really quite a very pleasant evening. For November, here I am in shirt sleeves and I'm feeling comfortable, you know, like
Yeah.
not chilly. I'm gonna walk towards the camera now in a very cinematic fashion. There it comes. What do you think? It's a pretty good entrance, right? Should have started the live stream like that. Well, I will repeat myself, future. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. How come I always test a 7 first, but I'm a 9?
I don't know.
Maybe it's the one that I'm most aware of?
You know, maybe the tests get avoidance linked to with 9 correlated with 7 too strongly.
Yeah. That's it. Because I do like answer a lot about avoidance.
Both of them are avoidant.
I avoid, and then cuss people out.
What's 4? 4 is withdrawing.
Oh. Avoid, and withdraw?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh.
I'm avoid, confront, withdraw. Which seems like a pretty good order of operations,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
First try to avoid, then confront, then if you're still having problems, quit.
Yeah. Mia has like, how do I get anything done?
Well, I don't know. You do though. You got some laundry done this morning.
Yeah, I'm still doing it. And I put away clothes, which I was very proud of
You
myself.
went to the dishwasher and
Dishwasher.
you went to the mailbox today.
Oh yeah.
It's a pretty big accomplishment.
Yeah.
Going to the mailbox. It's more than I've accomplished. Actually, I took the trash out today. I was shamed by your activity into taking the trash out. Plus, I couldn't let the kitchen trash get any taller with trash. It was just, it was like too much to even bear any longer. So I broke down and took the trash out.
Thanks, Luminix.
No, Lou. 9's not withdrawing.
9's avoiding.
1's withdrawing.
9.
I'll put some on Eric.
7-4 is avoid, withdraw.
My lips are fine the way they are. I do get some shit done that's actually part of the avoidance repression. Can anyone say why wing theory and enneagram is not true? I find it pretty helpful. I mean, it doesn't. It's like, so I'm a 7-8. Does that mean I'm a 7 wing 8, 8 wing 7? It just seems like it makes more sense to say to just deal with tri-type, you know, like say you got 1 for each of the things. I don't understand why there's no good reason to affirm wings, so why are they there? These kind of like arbitrary thing that somebody added. It doesn't seem to be consistent with any kind of observational distinction being made. Like, you know, it's not drawing a distinction that you can observationally as clear. You know, it's just a mess.
Oh, triple withdrawn.
What's triple withdrawing?
9-4-5.
No, 9's not withdrawing.
9's avoiding. It's also so like 9, 7, and 2 are known as the positives. They think on the positive side.
In other words, they're triple avoidant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I tend to think on the positive side because I'm avoidant first in my tri-type. You, I think, tend to think on the positive side too.
Yeah, I do.
Because you're avoidant up front.
Yep.
You're also so many of those things on here.
I love wearing black too, but I never realized how much like I get on myself. Black shows everything.
9s are very chill peeps. Well, Rachel's a very chill peep.
Thanks.
She's a purse.
I'm a purse.
Well, peep is for people, so purse must be for person.
Oh.
You've got this thing. And this
Oh my god.
thing,
I don't even know what that is.
Maybe little specks of something. You also got some lipstick on your teeth.
Oh my god.
An odd cross of incredible fashion instincts and intuitardy.
Yeah, really.
I mean, hopefully they're not trying to outsmart each other.
No, they work best if they don't outsmart each other. They work best when they work together, though. Like, I grew up with an ENFJ friend, and she was always like, "Come along with me," and I'd be like, "Yay, okay." It was fun that way. Like, she introduced me to friends and stuff. Like, she got me out of my shell a lot. So when they work together, it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah. ENFJs are pretty sunny people, generally speaking.
They are.
They're sunny like the sunshine.
Yeah.
Well, this is a low energy live stream. May not be an especially long live stream. As is probably appropriate, energy wise anyway, for the Day of the Dead. It smells. I guess that's just weed smell?
I guess. I don't know. It does. It smells weird. Like, not like unpleasant, but not pleasant at the same time.
Yeah. What could that smell be? Like now I don't even smell it anymore.
Yeah. Oh my god, Trouble made a rat casserole somewhere and hid it? I hope not.
INFJs don't outsmart, they out-heal trauma. Well, I'd agree with you that, like, Rachel does what seems to me a remarkable job of just sort of being in the moment, not fixating on past stuff. Much better job than I do of it, although lately I haven't been so consumed with, at least the last few days, with like bad memories per se. There are some, but they outstalk people.
Possibly. I definitely, like, can find out things about people.
Okay, I'm putting you on timeout. Because if you're just, you got too clumsy with your FI triggering. How much can I expect to develop NI as an INFP? People are ill-suited to try to develop functions. It's not a proper understanding of what functions are. So, your functions, certain functions will naturally develop over time, like, or as per circumstances dictate. You know, circumstances are as much an important factor as time. Not everybody evolves over time. Some people devolve. And that has a lot to do with circumstances. Regardless, I'd say that my FE's gotten better. My SI remains about the same as it has for a while now. Although I'm probably a little bit more cautious than I used to be in making sure I get enough sleep, enough food, etc. Well, yeah, well, INFJ takes advantage of their unconscious SI pretty well, but it's not as unconscious as an ENFJ's. And the INFJ really countervalues FI. So I remember what took an INFJ out of a competition one time was when he got hungry enough that he had to kill a squirrel that he had kind of befriended, and he felt like he had betrayed that squirrel, and that's what made him tap out, even after he killed it and ate it. Tigers are scary. Yeah, I don't want to have any tigers near me. Did you think that I wanted tigers? You were wrong. I don't want tigers.
Yeah, tigers are scary.
IEIs, intuitive, ethical introverts. That's INFJs. ENFJ would probably do better on an extended competition of surviving in the wilderness, because the SI polar means like they're less dragged down by their memories of home and stuff than everybody else is.
Yeah, I would have memories of home for sure at some point. Even though, like, on a day-to-day basis, I don't really think about it much, but in a situation like that, I would think about my family.
Well, you and I don't like being separated from each other.
Oh my god, forget about it. I didn't even want to go to the funeral without you. Forget about, like, going on a show to be alone. Oh, I would tap, like, going into the thing.
Before you wouldn't sign up for it at the point. Anyway, so best wishes to all those past,
Yeah,
both recently and long ago.
yeah.
If you've ever lost a loved one, today is the day that we send out our best wishes to them. On Dia de los Muertos. We hope death is suiting you well. We hope you're happy, you're playing golf or whatever it is you like to do. And, everything's chill.
Yeah, I hope everything's chill too.
And to the extent that you are watching, please don't judge too harshly. We're trying, Life can be challenging, as you may remember from when you were alive.
Yeah.
So, wish us the best, and we'll wish you the best as well. Thank you for being there when you were alive. We appreciated your company.
Yeah.
And we'll see you again next year.
Yeah.
I know you're going to be hanging around for another 7 hours in the Pacific time zone. I believe the dead do operate in keeping with the various time zones.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so. What type was the dead? I don't know. all different types. So, anyway.
I want to do something with the tarot for Dia de los Muertos.
Okay. If you want to get it, get it. I can turn on the light. There. And I'll move this over here as Premiere. I can move these things over if you want. You should have a little space there.
Thanks.
So, we are currently going to, I guess, pull some cards for Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah. I want to see if the death card comes out.
Okay.
Can you help me with it?
Sure. You want me to pull some cards? Uh-oh. He's trying to cat.
Oh.
Dumpling and Capillo.
He's hiding underneath the car.
Yeah, it was Dumpling.
It was what?
It was Dumpling.
Dumpling? The black and white cat?
She and Capillo were having a standoff.
Oh.
They were having a Mexican standoff. You want me to pull more cards?
Yeah. How many should we pull out? 3?
Yeah. That's pretty spooky that after pulling the first card we get interrupted by cats.
Seriously?
Cats meowing like that, you know.
I didn't even hear it until after you said it.
There. Okay, these are the 3 cards for the dead. Arrival. Ambition. 3 of rods. Today is the day when you have arrived. Another card for the dead. The 8 of Swords, stress, worry, fear, anxiety. And the last card for the dead. Page of Rods, exuberant, impetuous, enthusiastic, naive, hasty.
Wow, what a roller coaster.
Yeah, right? So, you know, I think that sums up the thoughts of the dead. Do I like history? Sure.
Me too.
Pull a card for Hugh Jarvis.
Yeah.
Pull
Huge job.
3 cards for you, Hugh Jarvis. Alright, the first card is the Wheel of Fortune. The second card is the Ten of Pentacles. Wealth, inheritance, property. And your third card is the Three of Cups. Celebrate, play, friends.
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice. Gotta watch out for this one though, because threw the whole thing into a tizzy.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'll pull some cards for Lou.
Shamedia's next after Lou.
Okay.
Hey, Alec T.
Hi, Alec T.
There's 3 rats in the house. Me, Ruben, and you, Show Media. Oh yeah, you know it. The rats are getting high over here with the piggy pig.
We got an upside down card for Lou. First, she gets the Miser card.
Holding on to your material goods.
4 of Pentacles. Next, she gets the Ace of Pentacles.
New idea to make money.
New gig. And last, she gets upside down strength. Uh-oh. You're feeling weak right now. Well, let me just reassure you, it's a Dia de los Muertos thing, okay? I'm feeling the same way.
Show Media wants to know how his November is going to be.
Alright, Show Media. I don't know if we're doing November readings. I think we might just be doing Dia de los Muertos readings. Here's your first card for Show Media. Oh, there's the second one. Oh no, it's a double. Never take a twofer. Alright, here we go. And lastly, for Show Media, what's the card? Everybody tell me now, what's the card? First, you get Inception, the Ace of Rods, Spark, Growth, Potential. Second, you get
Ooh.
the Knight of Rods, Dynamo, Passionate, Charming, Cocky, Athlete. Lastly, you get the King of Swords, Thinker, Rational, Pragmatic, yeah, sharp. So, you know, pretty good. Pretty good job. Now, Alec T, it's your turn to be free. Free of what? Free of not having a tarot card reading on Dia de los Muertos. Your first card is this. Nope, that's a double. Your first card is this. Your second card, oops, is this. So turned right over. The Hanged Man. That's kind of goes right in keeping with S.E. Polar. Your first card is the Six of Pentacles. Benefit, reward, gain, charity, profit, increase, generous. The second card is the Hanged Man. Suspend, pause, lull. Clarity. Hanged Man. And then your last card is the Eight of Swords. Stress, worry, fear, anxiety. Well, so it is for the Dia de los Muertos. Now, Rachel, would you like a reading?
Yeah, I want to get my Dia de los Muertos reading, please.
Here we go. Dia de los Muertos, reading for Rachel. What do the cards have to say today? For Rachel. Oh, that's a twofer.
Alex T. The blindfold is on her, and she could actually break loose from the anxiety very easily. So it's like kind of a card that says get out of your own head. Like, it is stressful.
Alright, Rachel. Your first card for the Dia de los Muertos is the Arrival card. 3 of Rods. Your second card is also the Hanged Man.
Wow.
And your third card is the Juggling 2 of Pentacles. That seems right.
Yeah, it does.
Ruben R., you're next. First I'll work my delts, then I'll work my quads. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the song I sing when I'm working out at the gym. Alright, Ruben R's Dia de los Muertos Tarot Pull begins with that card. The second card follows. Oh, and the third one. Okay, your first one for a Dia de los Muertos is Ascension, Completion, Judgment. This is the Judgment card.
It's kind of like Dia de los Muertos, the dead are rising.
The dead are rising up from their graves. Next, you have the 3 of Pentacles, Apprenticeship, being schooled. Are you feeling like you're getting schooled today, Ruben? The last one, it's the Stalemate card, the 5 of Swords, fixed, stuck, defeat, obstinate, stalemate. Well, typical Dia de los Muertos kind of pull, Ruben. We're all communing in the Dia de los Muertos' kind of, yeah.
It is. We need one for you.
Rachel, do you know how she gets out of her mind and takes off the blindfold? In other words, Alex wants to know, do you know how to SE?
Like, she just like snaps out of it, you know? Like, she's there and she thinks she's bound, but if she stops thinking about the thing that she's worried about, then she could be like, oh shit.
Alec, unfortunately, no one can tell you
No.
how to SE.
No.
You have to know how to SE yourself.
But yeah, that is how she, like, that's how tarot reader says she gets out of her position.
Okay, so is this for who, me? This is for me. This is my Dia de los Muertos. Be it rich and creamy with nougat. Okay. Bring in the nougat storm. Braving it taking the ship home to sea. Let's see what we got. We got Ace of Cups. Feel, heart, open, create, new beginning, love, joy, bliss, fun. And we've got the Emperor. Authority, patriarch, seasoned, clouds, virtuoso. And we've got the Fool.
Wow.
I think these things represent the dead, and this represents me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the people up there have love for you. They're also like watching over, you know, like your dad.
Yeah. But I'm just a fool.
That's a good Dia de los Muertos card.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah, that's exactly how to put it, Luminix.
who's she?
The woman in the 8 of Swords.
Oh. She should have a name. Like Judy.
She should have a name. Oh, I saw the death card
You
for
did?
a moment. Yeah, for a moment.
Well, death goes away and reveals behind it the sun has been there all along.
Aww.
Just remember that, everybody. Tomorrow you'll wake up feeling like a naked baby on a horse.
A naked baby on a horse.
All right. I think I'm about ready to stop streaming and watch a little college football. Duke's playing tonight.
Oh,
Kind of
yeah?
interested in that game.
I am too.
So I'm going to bid you all a very fond and seasonally appropriate adieu. Which is to say, I'm going to end with the sound of a turkey. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble.